W.L. Parks Middle School is an improbable success story. Despite serving children from a struggling inner-city community, Parks has become one of Atlanta's high-performing schools. But the journey was not easy.
I love coming to Parks Middle School. Sometimes I may wake up in a bad mood, but once I arrive here at Parks Middle School and walk through the doors, I know that I'm in better hands. I start getting energized, just ready to learn. I feel in good hands.
W.L. Parks Middle School is in the Pittsburgh community. It's one of the oldest continuously African-American communities inside of the city of Atlanta. The neighborhoods have had their period of glory and have suffered through a period of decline.
96% of our students live below the socioeconomic poverty line. However, 96% of our students receive free and reduced lunch. We have learned that a lot of children are being raised by grandparents. So we do have the single parent, the grandparent, and in some instances the no-parent home, where the child actually becomes the parent and tends or cares for younger siblings. Those are barriers that our children face every day, and we've learned to embrace those and give support, wraparound services, but we no longer allow those to serve as excuses.
Student pledge.
The standards are high, the expectations are high. We still expect the students to exceed and do well.
I will strive for academic excellence.
The school is kind of like a safe haven. Fortunately and unfortunately, it's an oasis in the middle of a community that's kind of struggling right now.
Parks once reflected the community's struggles. There were attendance and discipline problems. Low standardized test scores mired the school on the state's needs improvement list for 8 consecutive years. Parks itself was failing, and the children with it, until a new district leadership team launched an all-out effort to rescue it. Among the measures they took was to partner with Project Grad and the Success for All Foundation. Project Grad's mission is to increase high school and college graduation rates, and to prepare students to graduate, Success for All offers comprehensive research-proven literacy programs implemented by more than 1,000 schools across the country with well-documented results.
So I think he go home and just let it out.
Parks began using the Success for All middle school program, the Reading Edge, in 2002, and test scores began to rise.
Despite what's happening on the streets of our community, our children are beginning to succeed at this school.
And they continue to succeed at very high levels. In recent testing, over 93% of Parks students met or exceeded the state's reading standards, a gain of over 40% since 2002.
And actually now our focus is really just on moving kids from the meeting category to the exceeds category. So we have a lot of students that are meeting the standard in reading. We just want to make sure that we continue to increase the number of students who are exceeding the standard.
The SFA has been very instrumental in helping us to reach new levels of success in our reading program. Every teacher teaches reading. There's an excitement around reading.
And the impact has been felt across the curriculum.
I'm a math teacher, and I constantly refer to SFA strategies, even during math instruction.
You can just think about it. How can I make sense of this? Should I reread it? Just think of the strategies that you learn in SFA.
It's like reading between the lines. I like doing that, taking like what you're reading to another level, not just reading the words.
What I like about our SFA Reading Edge is that it helps us to learn how to communicate better with other people. We do teamwork, and that helps us to understand the book fully.
I make sure that they know what they're answering. I don't want them to be robots. I don't want them to memorize words because that's how they're going to get the right answer. I want them to understand what they're doing.
Reading is the basic. It is the guide that leads us into preparing our children for the future.
Because preparing for the future is now the focus at Parks, where children at risk have become children of promise.
Graduation in college is something that we start thinking about now, not later. It's something we start preparing for now and not later.
I plan on getting my medical degree, and I either plan on being a pediatrician or going into the field of medicine in the emergency room.
I want to be a lawyer, or shall I say a defense attorney.
I'm really interested in fashion, so I really do want to go to FIT. So that's something that I'm looking forward to.
I want to find a cure for AIDS, because there's a whole bunch of people struggling with that, and I want to see could I help stop it.
Achieving dreams. We have to make sure that every child in this building has a dream, and we need to push them towards that dream.
We are accountable to the children and the parents of our community, because every parent wants what's best for their child. Even if they don't know how to get it, they trust that the school will get it for them. They still want their child to have it. We will not be satisfied until 100% of our students score 100% on the state basic skills test. We wear aprons here because we realize we're working in a service industry. We're serving children.
Anytime you can bring together good leadership with Mr. Waller and his staff, caring teachers who love the children, and parental involvement, you bring those three things together, I think that you would almost have to expect for a school not to just turn around, but to be a high-performing school. And so it is that on paper, right? It is that also in spirit. You literally feel that when you walk into this school.
Brent was saying something about taking out the engine.
I need to keep my grades up, because if I can do that, I can really achieve what I want to do in life. And that's what the teachers of Parks have really expressed to me.
We're very much engaged in this relentless pursuit of monumental success. We will arrive moving the school forward and making sure that children are getting the very best that we have to offer.